Morning, good afternoon. If you're catching it at a later time, I hope you guys are sleeping well. This is your host Tea Time, and today I'm gonna give you my review of the first episode to the She-Hulk Attorney at Law. First thing I'm gonna say is I have hope, like high hopes for this TV show. So far, I mean, not so far, it's just the first episode, but what I've seen so far after watching the first episode, I really think that this TV show could be something good.
Oh, good.
Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect. Is it a 10 out of 10? No, it's not a 10 out of 10. I can honestly tell you that right now. Um, so far, what I like about it is I like how they not only do they have She-Hulk obviously, but they have Bruce Banner in here too. Also, while I'm talking about it, the actors and actresses for the TV show, Tatiana Malancy. I'm sorry if I pronounced her last name wrong. Who's playing Jennifer, Jen for short, aka She-Hulk. I like her. I think they got a really good person to play She-Hulk, and of course you already know Mark. I can't pronounce his last name. Mark Raphael as Bruce Banner. He's reprising Bruce Banner, of course, aka the Hulk. I like how they got him in it also, and there are also some other people that's gonna be in here like Charlie Fox, who's gonna be playing Daredevil, or his street name, what was his street name? Matt Murdock, and they also have Tim Roth, who's playing Abomination. If you remember the early years of Marvel before, like, everybody became together as Marvel Studios and everything, and everybody was like under Sony. The Hulk had two. He had two other movies, and the guy that plays Abomination, he was in one of them. But I say the real thing that I didn't really like about this TV show, this episode, was that it was rushed. I feel like it was rushed. I feel like the very first episode could have been like 5 episodes in one. So I don't know why they don't want to make this series longer than what it is. I think this series is only another 6 episodes. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on it. But yeah, it should be longer. I think it has potential to be longer. Another thing I don't like, well, I guess it's the same thing, because everything about this episode felt rushed. So that's why the next thing I'm about to say is when it comes to like a certain character that came in towards the end, I feel like that was rushed too. But the visuals for the episode is good, a lot better than what they were showing for the trailer. Because in the trailer, if you watched it, uh, Jennifer's Hulk transformation was a lot more greener than it should have been. Like, she was like green, like leafy green, broccoli green. Nah, not I wouldn't say broccoli green, like Crayola, like a dark green Crayola green. That's how green she was. Or better yet, if you ever seen the She-Hulk, I think it had a She-Hulk TV show that was on Disney. No, it wasn't on Disney. Was it? No, it was on it. Just if you just type in She-Hulk, you'll see what I'm talking about. You type in She-Hulk on Google, you'll see what kind of green I'm talking about. She had her, they had her that green, but now that we're seeing the first episode, she actually looks good. The CGI looks really good. I like it. Um, Besides that, I would honestly give it, for the first episode, a 8. I would give it an 8 out of 10. I like the plot. I'm liking the characters so far, even though it's really just two characters, right? I mean, it's more characters, but it's only two characters I really care about: She-Hulk and Hawk so far in this episode. Good story, good plot, a good mix of comedy. I like that. There's times where she ends up breaking the fourth wall. For people who don't know what the fourth wall is, it's basically like how I'm talking to you guys right now. Or you could say, like, if you ever seen Deadpool, he breaks the fourth wall a lot, but that's his character. He's supposed to do that. They have her breaking the fourth wall like at least I think like 3 times. I'm like, first time was cool. Then they had to do it again. I'm like, I hope they don't make this like her doing it every episode. But I feel like they will because in the trailer they had one, but she broke the fourth wall again in like a later episode. But yeah, besides that, that's my quick little my review of the TV show episode 1 of She-Hulk. I'm about to go into the spoilers where I break down the episode and break down things that I liked about it more and things that I didn't like about it more. So if you haven't seen the episode yet and you want to go check it out, this is where I say my goodbyes until the next video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you think, what you didn't like about it. Follow me on my socials. They will be down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. And for everybody that wants to continue with me to the spoiler section, we'll begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So, the episode starts off with Tatiana, who plays Jennifer, aka She-Hulk. She's getting ready to do her closing rebuttal for, I guess, somebody she's defending in court. This whole thing is about her trying to be a lawyer. Well, she is a lawyer, but like I guess like move up in the lawyer chain, be like the best lawyer or a really good lawyer. And before they even get to that, it goes with her like practicing it, and then it goes into her going on a trip with her cousin Bruce. Bruce and Jennifer are cousins. So there's that, and it was nice so far what they were showing it. They had Bruce back in his human form. He made some kind of device that was on his arm that will allow him to like stay in his human form as long as he has it on his arm. But then out of nowhere, it looked like a Wakanda a Wakanda plane or saucer. I don't even know what to call those things. I'm gonna call it a plane. A Wakanda plane came down and almost hit Jen's car, and they drove off the road and crashed it. So while she was pulling Bruce out of the car because he was getting ready to turn, her arm got cut really bad, and his blood and her blood mixed. And in the process of it mixing, she started to change. And what happened was she was going to turn into She-Hulk. Right here, this is why I feel like everything that just happened right there could have been one episode. It could have been one episode ending with her turning into She-Hulk. Bam, episode 1 right there. It could have like started off the same way, her practicing her rebuttal for the case that she's on. Then we get a glimpse of her normal life, what she's doing, just simple stuff. Then it could go into her catching back up with Bruce, because what the hell has Bruce been up to since Endgame? We don't even know. We could have got a little bit something about that. We could have got a little bit of him making a little thing to keep him in human form. We could have seen that coming. It could have been going straight to them going on a little cousin bonding. Ship came down. Once again, we got also no idea who that was either. I think Bruce said it was a Wakanda ship. I don't remember him saying that, but still, it's like they never explained what that was about. Why did that ship come down on them like that? Was they running from something? Was they chasing somebody and Bruce and Jen just had to be there? No explanation whatsoever at that point. And then, it crashes, she gets the blood, and then she turns, boom, end of episode 1. That's exactly how it could have been right there. But it didn't. So, continuing with the episode, she blacks out because she turns into She-Hulk for the first time. She blacks out, and then when she comes back to it, she's back normal. Clothes all messed up, and she's at some kind of bar, I believe. And these group of girls come in, they see her, they're like, "Oh no, baby, why you out here looking like that? What's wrong with you? Forget about that guy." Or a girl, they had to throw that in there clearly, and whatever. So they gave her some clothes, and Jen started to leave because she's so confused. Next thing you know, she gets approached by these men because they like what they see, obviously, and plus what she's wearing, and she keeps telling them to leave me alone. They don't listen, and of course, she gets mad, and she blacks out again, and I think she killed one of them, because if she don't know how to control her powers yet in that moment, if she hits somebody, she could damn near kill them. I don't know if she did or not, but I think after she, attacks them, I believe Bruce comes and like I guess he knocks her out because I guess he's back in Smart Hulk. They call him Smart Hulk. He's not Hulk. He's Smart Hulk. Smart Hulk because Hulk's body, Bruce's mind. He do it just like that. But see, right there and there, it could have been another episode. Could have been seeing Jenny go crazy as She-Hulk and everything. Then she could turn back to normal at the bar, and then we could see her go crazy again and get knocked out. Bruce, that could have been like another episode right there, in my opinion. But continue again. She wakes up. She's basically at Bruce's place. They're like damn near in the middle of nowhere, and Bruce is basically telling her like, okay, so this is what happened. Your arm got cut. I was bleeding. You was bleeding. My blood got into you, and now you're a Hulk, basically. And he was telling her like, how was that possible, basically? And he said that basically since they're family, the side effects are like not as bad as if it was like Abomination. Because Abomination tried to be a Hulk just like Bruce in the old movie, but because I guess his blood's not special, he turned into an Abomination, basically. Is her story is basically the same way, kind of like how Peter Parker's story is basically. Get bit by a radioactive spider and he turns to Spider-Man. But because his blood is special, anybody else that probably got bit by that spider probably would have died. But for some reason, Peter's blood is special. Just like Jen's blood is special. Well, it's only special because she's cousins with Hulk. And so it's not that special. But anyway, so they decide to like, as you see in my background right here, he decides to train her how to be a Hulk. But she's already a natural. She could turn into Jen and to She-Hulk at will. She's already like learned. She learned how to do the thunderclap from Hulk because they got into it because he didn't want her to leave because she's a Hulk now. There's no going back to a normal life. You might as well become a superhero type shit. But she's like, I don't want to be a superhero. I want to be a lawyer. And they kind of got into it. Kind of got into a little fight. The fight scene was okay for what it was. It was more like a tit for tat fight scene. He did the clap. She was like, oh. Then she tried to do it. She failed. Then she did it again. And she finally got it done. And after they both got done beating the shit out of each other and destroyed his bar because he had a bar out there too, they made up. But we was able to get like an insight about Hulks. So basically it's like they could get drunk as hell. Well, they could drink, but would never get drunk. And they would never get a hungover. No, they can drink more alcohol than anybody. So it'll take a long time for them to get drunk. But when it comes down from it, there's like no hangover. But since Jen can turn in and out of being a Hulk, she will feel that hangover. Kind of makes you wonder like who will win the drinking contest between Captain America and the Hulk. Because he could basically do the same thing. Drink and it would like not affect him for like what? A long time? That'd be interesting. But you know, after they make up and everything, he decides like, okay, you want to be a normal person, go ahead and go do that. So she hops in the car and she finally decides to leave. Two things. One, how long was she out there with Bruce? Because she's talking about she want to go back to being a lawyer, go back to her job and everything. First off, how long was you out there with him? Cause like, if I go leave my work for a short amount of time, like a long amount of time, I'm damn near fired. So where the hell, how long was you with this man? That's one thing. Two, this is another part in the episode where I feel like it could have been its own episode. Episode 3, she wakes up with Hulk. He tells her what's going on. She comes to understanding about it. He trains her. Montage train her. They get into it, and then she leaves. That also could have been one long episode too. But whatever. So after she leaves the Hulk, she instantly goes back to her old life, being a lawyer and getting ready to talk about the case the guy that I guess that she's defending. So before she can even talk, some unknown villain comes smashing through the court, and I think her actress name was. Do they have it? That's not her. Oh, it is. Oh, it is her. Jamil, and I guess the person's name is Titana. I've never heard of this villain. I have no idea who this villain is, and hopefully they let us know because they gave us nothing about this person. She just comes in the courtroom, bashes in, starts destroying shit, and then when Jen finds out, she decides to turn into She-Hulk and literally one-shots her. One hit, over and done with. I'm like, so y'all brought her in here just to get her ass beat in under like not even 5 minutes. I said that shit was like a minute. Damn near less than that, but you know you gotta add into her changing everything. So after she knocks her out, they do the whole, who are you? And she's like, I'm Jen, lawyer something. And then it goes to the credits. Once again, that could have been an episode right there. So this episode alone could have basically been 4 episodes by themselves. That's just my opinion. That's how I feel about it. But another reason why I say it's an 8 and not a 7 is because I enjoyed the comedy in it too. There was a decent amount of comedy, especially at the end because they did like a post-credit scene where she's basically back with Bruce talking about the Avengers, and Bruce basically tells like, oh yeah, Captain America, he's not a virgin, he slept with somebody. And she was like, ha, I was never really drunk. All right, Captain America fucked. That's what she basically wanted to say, and then it finally ended. So it's a good amount of comedy that keeps me interested. The story is good to keep me interested. The characters are good to keep me interested, besides the last character, the villain that just came out of nowhere. But because of the trailer and I know what things are leading to, I kind of already have like maybe like a glimpse of why she showed up like that. So, where was I at? Yeah, so comedy, good. Story, good so far. Characters, good. So it's really just like how the pacing was of this episode that made me was like, nah, y'all could have did better. That and also like the unknown character that came out of nowhere, how long Jen was with the Hulk when she was training, and you just instantly go back to your job like it ain't never happened. Like it's like me. I decided to leave my home state for a month and come back, knocking on my job's door like, okay, I'm ready to get back to work. I ain't tell them shit. I just left and decided to come back. If that was really possible, I'll be taken off like a motherfucker. But I'm getting off topic. Yep, so that's why I give it an 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoy my overall review of the episode. Like, comment, subscribe on my video. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Tell me what you liked about it. Tell me what you didn't like about it. Let me know how I can make my videos a whole lot better. Links to my socials will also be down below so you guys can follow me and keep in touch. Tomorrow, I will be dropping another video, and I'm deciding whether it's going to be a review for another episode for another TV show, or it might be a gameplay for one of my games. You guys will find out tomorrow when I do it. But until then, hope you guys have a blessed day, a blessed night, a blessed evening. I'm looking forward to episode 2, and I hope you guys are too. Have a good one.
All right, fine. Show me what you got, but it better be cool.
How's this hot stuff?
Cool. You're cool.
Woohoo!
You don't happen to be any relation to...
Yeah, the Hulk's my cousin.